What's up, guys? Hunter Frontier back at it again with another video. In this video, guys, we're gonna be talking about cards that you definitely should be picking up before it's too late. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and start it off with the Fiendsmith engine. And I will say that if you do not have your engravers, now is the time to pick them up because lowest from Stampede is under $1. You can grab an entire playset for about under $2, which is amazing. But remember that, of course, a lot of the cards in the engine are expensive. For example, we do have Tract, which if you're playing one copy, sure. If you're playing two, even more expensive, but around 65, 70 bucks. Then we do have Requiem, which is the one-off, and this card itself is actually pretty expensive too. Lowest $34. So consider if you really do want to play the engine, but I will say that, a lot of people did see Fiendsmith getting hit on the last ban list. Of course it did not, because Fiendsmith was of course getting its own reprint in Stampede. But I will say that I don't even think the engine is going to get hit even for the next ban list, because they're going to want to milk it even more and make copies of, reprints for Requiem and of course Tract as well to make it even more accessible for players. But that's just my little theory. Let me know what you guys think down below, of course. But moving on though, there are a lot of cards in this engine that are still really, really expensive. And I think that if you are going to be, competing in this format, definitely go ahead and consider buying them now before it's too late. Plus, guys, we also have a copy of Lacrima, which a lot of people play at one, sometimes two, but it is depending on what, of course, your build is. Now, lowest is $44. Now, again, what I will say though, if it's something that you're competing now, like Yu-Gi-Oh, you want to go to a regional or a YCS, right? I mean, the season's sort of over. It's really just Worlds, but you want to be prepared for the next season. You would really want to go ahead and get a copy now, but what you can do is wait for the 2025 Mega Pack 10, because this will definitely be a reprint inside of here, right? Maybe they will randomly put the Requiem, maybe the Tract, who knows, right, with Konami. But it's a good chance that it will be in here, so you shouldn't waste your money if you're not really needing it right now, you feel me? So I would really consider doing that. But moving on, we do have the Molcharmy cards, and a lot of them have been going up in price. For example, Polaria, the reprint from Maze of the Master, has been going up a crazy amount with low listings. People are preparing, since the fact that we do have a more accessible, copies of the Fuwarlos from Stampede. The others are slightly going up. Same thing with the Meows, which is, it was about 40 bucks. Now it's like lowest $65 on market. The Molcharmy, of course, Polaria is about $55 just for the ultra rare alone. So you already know the secret is up. And of course, the highest copy, the rarity, the quarter century secrets, of course, are up as well. So I would start off by getting your Fuwarlos. Those are some of the most important ones to get, but then try to get your Polarias as fast as you can too, just so you have them, and we don't know when the next reprint will occur. Moving on, we do have Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, of course, the alternate art, the Feet edition. Now, again, this is probably the last reprint of Ash for a while, I would say, but who knows with Konami. All of these copies are very, very low pricing, of course, except the Quarter Century Secret Rare copy. But if you want to grab some supers, grab them now for about $1.50, not too bad. Grab 3 for a playset under $5 is amazing for this. You guys know what this card does, how impactful it is in our meta. Grab a playset now before it is too late, of course. Grab your preferred copy of Feet. But moving on, we do have Gravekeeper's Inscription, and I want to give a shout out to someone in my comment section who definitely told me about this a while ago. It was slowly getting bought out on market, and with only 2 copies, again, you do want to try to be on top of this and pick it up, at least a playset, so you guys are good to go. It was originally from Photon Hypernova as a secret rare, then a prismatic secret rare from the Dueling Mirrors tins, and again, it was very low in terms of price. Now you can see it's steadily going up past $4, and it's going to continue going in that positive trend because people are looking at this as a really good replacement for something like Cross Designator and other effects. So it's a great card to have for the side, even main it if you can with certain decks. But again, keep a lookout on this, because again, if it goes above 10 bucks at that point, it might be too late for you guys. But again, you never know what's going to happen in the future. Next up, we do have Max C, and this is the quarter century secret rare version. Now, come on, guys, we already know Max C is great with older formats, but also who knows, with the next ban list or the ban list after, could come back off the list. And this is our best modern reprint of this card for the TCG, of course, because you guys know OCG gets so many reprints. But lowest $70. I know it's not the best price, but again, remember long-term effects of Max C and how, again, powerful it is in our format. Guys, really quick, I want to give a shout out to Imperium Duelist because they have put up some amazing stuff on their website more recently. They have this colossal binder, which is great for Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and again, for $50, that's a great price. Now, personally for me, I still have my Pharaoh's Tomb binder. It's 9 pockets, it's blue inside, really cool, and it has that inner sleeve as well with Imperium Duelist in gold. Very clean, $50, and mine's still very clean. I've had mine for about over a year now, but they have so many different ones you can buy too. They have a mini version of that for half the price, and they also have some amazing sleeves, of course, in stock and on sale as well. $9 for the, of course, the hollow sleeves, their test print versions, and then we have some Demon Slayer sleeves here on sale too. Grab 2 packs, and you guys are good to, you know, for your deck, your side deck, and your extra deck as well. So really consider, you know, buying some of these sleeves, the dice, you know, play mats, deck boxes, whatever you guys would like. And if you do, of course, hit the link down below in my description of the video, and a little bit comes back to me so I can put it towards videos and other, you know, sort of projects I do want to kind of put out for you guys. But again, anything you do buy, I appreciate you guys so much. Let's get back into the video, and I want to kind of just do a comparison with Nibiru, the primal being, the new art, right? The monster, the actual Nibiru monster, versus we do have the rock itself. And of course, it's about $56 here, but now the new Nibiru, I think people are really preferring this copy, especially since almost out of the gate, it's above its predecessor. For $63, I would really prefer to actually play this one. And again, you can, if you want to, go ahead and just play maybe like a prismatic, you know, not prismatic, but a platinum secret rare, which is the preferred rarity nowadays. So there are a lot of versions you can run with this. Let's go ahead and look up this price. That's Nibiru, the actual being. Let's see if we can find the new art. If I can find it here. What I'm going to do is let me search up Stampede. But again, everyone has a different preference. At the end of the day, if you're just playing the card, you're playing the card. Who really cares what it's coming from? Let's see if we can find it in Stampede. Just as the quarter century secret rare. So we can't find other copies. I think it might only have the quarter century secret rare. Of course, correct me if I'm wrong, but if it only has a quarter century secret rare, then that is also another reason why this price is very justified. I would prefer this one, but again, I would prefer just having any version of Nibiru for the side deck or main deck, of course. Moving on, we do have Chaos Angel, and this card did not get a reprint at all in Stampede, as a lot of people did see, get predicted, but it's still a very good card to have. Play a copy or two, great for something like Eldritch 2 in the side and the extra deck. So if you do need this in your format, for whatever deck you're playing this format, go ahead and grab one now before it's too late. $40 for the Ultimate Rare is still a pretty good price. So I would go ahead and just grab high rarity, but again, it is up to you guys, for whatever you want to do with your strategy this format. Moving on, we do have Msetti. I think it's been a minute since we've had the Dueling Mirror tin reprints, and it is now slowly going up in price. It used to be around 18 to 21 bucks. It is slowly going up. So if this is something you want to use, go ahead and buy this now before it is too late, of course. And moving on, guys, we're almost done here. We have Alley of Justice Cycle Reader. This card is getting more expensive again just because of how impactful it's going to be in this meta. So all copies are up. If you do want to go ahead and purchase one, I mean, lowest you could really try to go for is the super rare from Hidden Arsenal 3. But again, it is up to you. Of course, Dual Terminal 3 is always the more popular version, but you guys do have other options as well. And then finally, we just want to talk a little bit about Sky Striker and where it's going. So of course, all the higher rarity versions of the cards are going up in price, like straight out of Bonanza, lowest 130 bucks. You do have from Stampede the new artwork for Ray, 72 bucks, about really 78, and going up. What's interesting is that you see, except the Kurgari Ultimate Rare, you have Shizuku and you have Hayate. The ultis are actually down compared to their quarter century secret rare versions. So that's actually pretty interesting to see. With that, I think over time people really do prefer these ultars over the OG ultis, and I will say kinda is still doing pretty good for 20. It's always kind of at that price, but it's also not used as much, and it's cool to see that, you know, the Ray for the ulti is still at a decent price. So it's like you can still play somewhat high rarity, but at the same time you don't have to play like, you know, dropping so much money for a single Ray. So it is interesting to see. And you know, Widow Anchor did not receive a reprint, just to make sure. Since his last one, no, it did not. So if you are playing the deck, you do want to make sure you grab little things like that. And easily this could be a $20 card for sure if Sky Striker gets more of that hype in terms of getting more tops at, you know, big level events. But guys, that's all I want to kind of just talk about for today's video. Of course, if you guys like the video, make sure to give it a huge like, comment down below your thoughts. If you miss out on any cards this week, and of course guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Go and hit that subscribe button and turn notification bell on so you're updated the next time I upload new videos. But guys, hopefully you have a good rest of your day or night, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.